Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily. Yeah, my computer went down yesterday, and now I'm using a different camera, and I have not been able to get the lighting correctly. But I still look alive compared to you.
You look tan. I look like I've been dead for 6 weeks.
That's okay. You are Irish.
Yeah, I am Irish, and I got these humongous bags under my
Back it up a little bit.
Yeah, sorry. It's not like Tootsie where they kept backing up. Why are you guys moving the camera back?
I look like on Instagram. I look like my face has got makeup on it. Yeah, I do.
It does. Looks like you're using a filter.
Yes. I don't know if I am.
So what do we have today?
Today is Thursday. We had Rotary
or PCE,
which I haven't been there.
We had Rotary. Yeah, it was nice to have you there. It was an interesting Rotary.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
What are you?
Someone's got to talk to the guy who was explaining the program about right and how you don't need to say it like after each sentence. Right. Yeah,
I don't agree with you. All right.
Right. Because right means you're trying to get them to agree with you of what you're saying, but are not supposed to do that. But who are we?
No.
All right. Dow's up 400 points this morning.
Yesterday they were down 3.
Well, they like what the news was. The bond market doesn't, and the rate market doesn't. 10-year sitting at 4.15, which is not bad because open at 4.13.
Yeah.
Rates are worse by 8 basis points, and the reason is the unemployment information came out today. That is the initial jobless claims and continuing claims. Initial jobless claims came in at 198,000.
Okay.
They were expecting a lot more. They were expecting 215,000.
Well, that seems like a good thing.
Yes and no.
Why?
The rates love doom and gloom.
Right.
So if we have this positivity here, that's not
good.
No.
Oh.
And so and they revised the week prior to 207 versus what it was before. So, and continuing claims actually fell to 1.884 million. We were at 1.903 million is what they had the week before.
Okay.
So that means more people are coming off because they've been on too long.
Right. And they're
less people are getting
back to work, or they're just going underwater.
There's that unemployment rate that we have is like 4.5 to 4.6, but the U6, I think it's called, is the one where you're not really looking for work anymore because you can't find work and you've been beat up for 26 weeks and you're just done waiting.
Kick me out of my house if you have to.
Well,
that'll take some time.
Finally, there's news. Marcia's like, what's the new VA loan news that Trump just signed into law? It's that thing that gave VA the same partial claim as FHA, where now VA has the same protection that FHA has, where if you get behind on your loan, they have to put up to 12 months of payments in a separate thing attached to the house. It's called a partial claim.
Right.
And then they won't be able to kick you out. So,
and then you get your shit together and you have to pay.
And then eventually, if you refinance or sell the house, you pay it back. Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
And that's good. But it was passed a long time ago, so I don't know why it's such a big news. Everybody on TikTok, the VA, just something new. That's like I remember.
No,
one of the guys I used to do lives was like, hey, what's this new VA thing where you can have another person? It's like it's not new. It's new to that person.
Right.
That's like, oh my God, look at this new. It's not new.
Been going
on forever. Yeah. Same with the partial claim is great because now there was an act that they had during the pandemic that they're helping to protect vets' homes, but that went away, and these vets were 30,000 about ready to lose their house, and then they enacted this.
Yeah,
so it saved all those homes.
That was very nice of them.
Yeah, especially for veterans who give us this freedom,
us everything.
Yes,
put their life on the line.
Yes, very much so. All right, what else came out today? CoreLogic single family rent index. Ooh, it's no longer a co-look, whatever. Showed a 1.1% year over year increase, which is the lowest in 15 years for single family rents.
Yeah.
Multifamily rents was negative year over year growth. New renewal rents, which is people have a rent right now or a lease and then they renew it, is up 3%, but blended rents still at 1% year over year, which, like I said, is the lowest in 15 years increase in rents. Why is this important? The CPI, PCE, shelter inflation is still overstated until we get to this month that shows that those numbers are down because they're showing a 3% increase in rents going forward.
And that's probably not factual.
Well, it is as of 2 months ago.
Right.
But not as of this month. They're always behind.
They're behind.
Correct. And let's see what else. We talked about the Affordable Acts and Housing Shortage, or Act, I should say, not acts. The bill restores HUD as a sole authority on manufacturer housing energy standards, repeals this is just the House passed this rule.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to get through the Senate because it really doesn't do anything for affordable housing. It's like safe neighborhoods. This is not what it's saying it is. It takes repeals a pending DOE rule applying to site-built standards to factory-built homes. Factory-built homes could be, modular, not just manufactured. Manufacturing homes that were what most people thought were a mobile home, but in June of 76, HUD came in and said these are the new standards. They got to be put on a foundation that gets a chassis and brought out to the site, and then put on.
And sometimes they'll come out in pieces.
Right. Well, because there's 3 of them or 2 of them, and that's what they're talking about here. I asked, how is this going to help the 5 million home shortage? They're like, manufactured homes are faster to produce, cheaper to build and sell, often serve low income or first time home buyers. The problem is you got to have a lot that will allow it. You can't if there's a lot in a neighborhood like in most of Modesto, you're not going to be able to put a manufactured home on it.
Right.
You're only going to be able to put it in a park. Right. But there's someone in these neighborhoods that you look at them and go, are they a single family home or are they a manufactured home? Because it looks like a trailer from the outside, or they just did a really horrible job building that house back in the 50s.
Right.
Or 60s. Right. Why do you keep saying right?
Right. Because you'd mentioned earlier they shouldn't keep saying right. So I thought, I'm going to say right today.
So
it's called messing with you.
So, when they talk about, just get them to pass this law. This is only going to help a handful of people nationwide.
Yeah. You can't
fix it with this. Yes.
With that. And it's almost impossible to fix affordable single family housing. They always talk about affordable, and you and I keep talking about this, but they're talking about rental units, to increase more affordable housing, rental units. You can't really fix affordable purchase to live in housing.
Correct. They were talking about mortgage innovations as the 50-year portable and assumable loans really going to help the market. 50-year mortgages, it's going to have a lower payment, but more interest. We already went through this a while back. It's not likely to be able to be scaled. The Trump administration has actually tabled this they don't think it's going to go forward.
Yeah.
Portable mortgages, which is common in UK and Canada, rare in the US due to I can't say that word.
Securitization.
Thank you. Securitization. Pop.
Yeah. Junction. What's your function?
Complexity? Long-term fixed rate system in the U.S. does not adapt well to portability. Plus, values go up so much in the United States. They don't really go up that much in Canada and UK.
To me, it sounds just like trying to assume someone's loan, and their loan is $150,000. Their value is $860,000. How many people have that much cash to be able to?
Right. Well, you're not assuming, you're just taking it to the next house, which is not going to happen.
Right.
Disrupt the secondary market is not going to work. Then they're talking about assumability. You got FHA is already there via USDA. Conventional is not assumable. Those exist, but again, it has to do with the fact that unless they bought last year, there's going to be so much equity that how are you going to make up the difference? It's just cheaper to get a new loan.
Yeah.
So, it's
unless you're selling a home and there's your equity.
Right. Or you have somebody who bought 2 years ago, or they did something and now like a VA loan and they have to transfer, and then just assume that loan, take it over. And then that way you don't have to purchase, but it's easier if you know the person than trying to do it through it, because there's not going to be enough money for agents and everybody else.
Closing costs or anything. Yeah.
The reverse mortgage market's really pushing the private loans instead of FHA loans. They account for 45% of the market share as of December 2025. You're going, what's the difference? They allow higher prices and more money when you first get into it versus FHA that only allows you to get like 60% up front, and the rest of it has to be done a year later. So
true.
And I like them because they go up on higher amount. If you got millions of dollars, you can't do it on an FHA loan. So I used them before, but they went away during the pandemic and after because nobody was securitizing them. Well, I actually could say that word that time.
What did you just say? That came off your lips like butter. Securitize them. Wow. Can you get a snapshot on that when this thing closes?
What?
You can cut it up. You can cut that clip up.
Yeah. That I said securitization.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, sometimes when I try to read something, I can't say it very well.
Yeah, I get it.
That's my redneck roots.
No, I get it.
And that's pretty much it today. There wasn't a ton of news, so I had to reach out to get some bunch of other stuff. But I'm getting tired of them. Let's pass this affordability. I mean, Pocahontas was huge on CNBC about it yesterday, all over the place.
About affordability?
Yeah, about that act.
It sounds good.
That act. We're trying to we need to get Trump to pass this thing and get the Senate to do it. It's like it's a manufactured home,
and it's not going
and
to
you're saving
help the problem.
You're saving $10,000 on the unit,
on the manufacturing of the unit.
Yes, $10,000 total. That's not what we need. We need land from the feds, from state, to be given to builders to be able to come in and build and not have to pay for that. Limit their profitability if they're getting that, but they should have a good profitability, like 10%. I mean, that's not a bad profitability.
Well, where was it? It was in Vegas, right? That they donated 100,000 acres or something for
federal and then the state took it over, and they're going to make it for affordable housing.
Yeah, but they're going to sell it to a private investor.
They don't say what that affordable housing is.
Yeah, they're rentals. Probably high density rentals, which works fine in Vegas. I mean,
how can you?
I get tired of politicians getting onto one thing, and it sounds good to the American public because it has the word affordability in there.
It needs to be
does nothing.
It needs to be fixed in our industry, the mortgage industry, the real estate industry, and the escrow industry.
What's that?
What close of a loan means, close of a transaction, what wire means, and disbursement means,
right,
and recording means, because people use all these different words. When us as lenders, which has really messed it all up since I think it had to do with the loan estimate and everything else, the CD, is when we say close date, we're talking the date that you sign loan documents. Because in some states, your close date is the end date.
Yeah,
is the recording
date. The recording date.
We're in an escrow state, California. Your close date is the signing of the loan docs date. If you request a wire
for a lender,
well, that's how it should be for everybody. But anyway,
yeah.
When you request a wire for a lender and for today,
that's your close date.
So it said loan docs have been uploaded to wherever it is, along with request for wire today for disbursement date of tomorrow.
Okay.
You can't have a wire today with the disbursement date of tomorrow.
Why?
Requested for wire today.
So they're going to wire tomorrow.
The wire is a disbursement.
Mm-hmm.
So if you request the wire, that is what we call the disbursement. So when we set up loan documents, we sign on the close date, which is your signing date.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the date for disbursement, which is the funding date.
Mm-hmm. Which is usually the day after.
Well, it could be the same day.
And
if you sign,
sometimes you can.
No, we always can.
Okay.
Unless it's after 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, cutoff time.
Yeah, but if you sign at 8:30 in the morning, you can wire and record the same day.
Yes,
with us, because we only take a couple hours.
Very true. And then realtors, the day we record, when the county changes title, that's our close date.
Right, but we should stop using the word close date.
I always use recording date.
Yeah, so do I. It's
gets
signing,
rid of confusion.
Sign, fund, record. Yeah. Sign, fund, record. Right. If we just start saying sign, fund, record, it would fix everything.
Everybody would be on the same page.
Correct. And we need to be, because when they go in and they're trying to change our close date and they put the recording date, that messes up our numbers for interest and everything else. Yeah. So my other pet peeve.
We have another one.
Yeah, is when escrow gives us documents and they say E and O with the character that's the and sign. What is that? The
ampersand.
Yeah. Guess what? We can't upload it because nobody reads that number. We have to rename that file every time to get rid of that, because that is not a character we can use in everything that we do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I as a realtor would not know that, but
I would put E-N-O. E-N-O.
Yeah. So why do they do the ampersand?
Because that E-N-O. E-N-O. Because that's easy. They don't know. They don't understand. They don't upload the stuff. So every time, not all of them, and a lot of them have been good lately, but there's some that's like, wow, you can't upload the file with this name. It's like, oh, damn.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Just a little pet piece. So, hey, right now it's sign, fund, record.
Right.
Let's start saying that. So if you're going to order a wire for funding today, then say funding today, and then say disbursement would be recording tomorrow.
I just always say, when are we recording? Then I know. Then I can tell my buyer or my seller, hey, we're recording.
Because right now your wire has been requested in the amount of blah, blah, blah for 115-2026. That's disbursement today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're going to get this thing in an hour. So why can't they record today?
They can. If it's before the cutoff date, they can record.
they
can record on special.
They don't call it special anymore because it's electronic.
Yeah. It's still special. It's still called a special in the vernacular of realtors.
Well, you know why they call it a special?
Afternoon recording.
You know why they call it special?
Why?
So you guys feel special.
Yeah. Well, I don't feel special anymore because I used to get closings, and on the package of the closing would be a payday candy bar, and they can't do that anymore.
They could if they put their company name on it.
Yeah, they could. It's a choice.
They could have their own candy bar and give it out.
It's a RESPA violation.
Only if they don't have their marketing information on it.
Yeah, just stamp it.
Just put a little label on it.
I'm not going to keep that wrapper anyway. I used to look forward to it because, I have lunch today.
Break in case of hunger.
Yeah.
Was that funny? Was that good?
It is. Because there's a bunch of hungry realtors out there.
Well, no, I mean, we used to do back in the day when we were correspondent.
Yeah.
Now it's just not worth it. We would load up. We didn't have electronic. This is how long ago it was. We'd actually have certain file folders with our color. So when they got to the underwriter, they knew ours were perfect. So they'd grab them first.
Gotcha.
But what they do is when the loan docs would go back, they'd stick them in the same thing, but they throw a bunch of candy in there. So all the funding department would oh, that's theirs. They got candy in that one. Let's do that one next.
Whatever you can do.
Whatever works, man. Whatever works.
Read my file first.
All
That's
right.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's all.
I got a pet peeve. It's kind of foggy today.
What?
Hey, you jackasses out there with the cars that have automatic lights, but you decide to turn it to not automatic, and you're driving at 60 miles per hour down some road with your lights off. You're an idiot. You deserve to crash, but you better not hurt anybody.
Okay.
That's
so. How about you just tell them turn their damn lights on to auto?
Well, that would be so interesting.
But not all. But auto doesn't always.
It doesn't mean daylight running.
Well, so in your auto thing doesn't always come on in the fog. Does it always come on in certain times that sometimes you actually have to put it to on to get it to come on because it can't tell the difference.
In my truck, and I think in your truck on auto, you turn the car on, they're on. So they're like daylight running lights.
Not the headlights.
Well, yeah,
No, your running lights are, but not your headlamps. Your nipples might be cold, but they're not. That had nothing to do with the lights of the truck.
Well, we can agree to disagree.
Okay, and we can just go now before it gets any worse.
Go now.
Because I got another.
All right, let's go.
All right, again,
guys,
thanks for being here.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, no, hopefully I'll get my computer working.
And hopefully the Broncos and the Niners win this week.
We're playing Saturday. When are you playing?
Saturday.
Yeah, I'm just hoping it was before the crab feed I have to go to. I think I'm at 1.
You might.
I think we're at 1.
I think we are too.
All right, no, you're after. They usually.
We might be the late game.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, everybody, make it a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.